Well, it's not looking good, I'm afraid. I'm not talking about Jose, who looks as if he's about to be out for 2-0. Oh no, he hasn't. PC, no, the PC didn't reboot this time. The PC actually, everything locked up. And that's maybe, I don't know whether that's something to do, it reacted differently because I had Virtual Pool 4 in desktop mode. Remember, I set it to desktop mode, but the PC just completely locked up. Nothing actually worked. I had to hit the power button to restart it. I couldn't control alt delete, I couldn't do anything. Yep, and it might be on its last legs. But it's no good for streaming because it's just interrupting and it's annoying and viewers get pissed off. So Jose had a great chance there to be out over the side, the right side pocket as we look, but the one ball wouldn't get out of the way. He didn't have enough room. So Stubbs got a decent chance here to get right back into this, or at least take it all the way. Yeah, welcome back. Complete lock-up. Absolutely nothing happened. Nothing rebooted this time. The PC had to reboot because I can't do anything like that because Gamecaster doesn't do that. So Stubbs in a situation again where he needs to protect the one at all costs. Now where he's sitting right now, I mean he can draw to the 3, but he could end up potting the 3 doing that. It's a risky shot, but I think he's well past the stage where he's not going to take risks. And commentators, aye. What did I tell you? It probably is getting hot, yeah. But you take into consideration how old it is. It's as I said last night, it's probably over 10 years old now, and it has a good use. So wear and tear is going to set in. Well, that miss there has given Jose a very good chance. Now Jose should be getting out here. This is easy. That one ball's going out the way, and the force follow is the line he's looking for with the cue ball. So the one ball's coming around the angle, going out the way. The cue ball's going straight into the pocket. There you go. So Jose's comfortably 2-0 in front here in this match. I need to do the same thing again. Bring that up so that we can go and have a look at the other match. So Jose's looking good. Tam was up 1-0 last time we checked, and he probably is still up 1-0. So we just need to drop in and see how far along the line that they've got in that second rack. So At the moment, Fast Eddie is in the lead in rack number 2, but there's not a lot to be made about it because you know, it's easy enough to get rid of that deficit at this stage. Welcome to VP Monster. Well, you'd have been really annoyed if you were here earlier because my PC's had to restart twice. Well, Fast Eddie trying to stun around the corner into that 5. The visit ends on 16, and well, the 5 balls go to spot clearly, so Tam's staying above the 3. The sort of basic rules of Cowboy is do that. You know, with this example here, he's given himself the chance of 2 shots. Whatever one he prefers, he can play the force follow or he can try the thin one to the 1. The force follow looks easier, and in the end he's did neither and went in between. Now that could be a big miss there for Tam, because Eddie's now favourite to be into the caroms. Now, I wonder if Stubbs' time in the Cowboy World Championship is going to be as short as it was in the 9-ball World Championship. That'd be a new record he would. Now, Albanarius came online. Somebody do me a favour and have a quick look. In fact, no, tell a lie, I can do it myself. Let me just do a quick look. This is just to annoy VP Monster as well. At the 9-ball World Championships and see if Albie's accepted. No, he hasn't. He hasn't yet. But it's going to have to be Sunday night, I would assume, because as Cobra said, he's not going to be available during the week to play the match. He's working late during the week. Let's go back up there and we'll be ready to jump into that when we're getting to the nitty gritty. So it is now 7 minutes past 6, and that's not bad going for Jose, because that's an hour, just an hour and 6 minutes, and he's 2-0 up. So that's averaging, you know, just over half an hour for the rack. I mean, it can still go quicker than that, a Cowboy rack, if both players are on form, or one in particular is on form, where you've got the rack over in maybe 4 visits maximum, something like that. Well, Eddie, I mean, he's at the important part of the rack. You know, he's on 90, so all the pressure's now shifted to Tam to eat well into this deficit, because Eddie may well be slowed up a bit on the carom side of things. Now, Tam should be checking the spot before he pots that 5, and the 5 will spot. In the end, he decided against it, so he's going to stay above the 3. And he can't afford to be missing caroms when he's still got a big deficit to make up here. Now he can go 2-3 rails on this 1 ball to get back out into the table. Oh, that's dangerous. No, I think I would have went 2-3 rails with the cue ball there to get it up into the middle of the table. That way I could have played the 1 to the 5. And he's dead straight, so this is no good. He's going to have to run rails and take a risk here. But when he was on that 1 ball there, he had to hit that with pace. to get the cue ball running sort of that direction to get into the middle of the table. Then he could have played the 1-5. This might work though. Oh, that's unlucky. Well, you've got to let the spin do the work here, and watch the pot angle in that 3. Yeah, see, he played it. He played the stun. He didn't play the. He had to. You got to go to the rail and use the spin to get to that one. That's the safest shot. Well, it's going to have to be a 2 or 3 railer here. Well, has he got the legs? I don't think he's got the legs. And anyway, Tam's potted the 1. So I tell a lie. What was I thinking about? I'm thinking Tam was in the caroms there. My head's already gone. So 63. I mean, this is easy enough to get to 90 as long as you can keep control of the table, get the ball spotting and getting good lines. It's easy enough to get to 90. For, you know, an experienced cowboy player, it certainly is. Well, 1 ball, but he should be playing 3 to 5. And don't hit this too hard because you want to keep the 3 ball in play in the other pocket. If you're not good in the 5, that is. So 5 ball's going to spot. Then you've got to get below the 1 like that, and give you again 2 choices. But that's gone too straight again, I think. No, he's. Oh no, he is. He's too straight. That's too dangerous to trifle with a force follow. So now he's got to go a couple of rails. And that's worked out nice. And, well, again, he doesn't want to go. The problem with this shot is that, well, again, I keep forgetting he's still in the potting and carom stage, isn't he? I thought he was in a carom there. Well, I wonder if the PC is going to go tits up for the 3rd time tonight. It might as well. It's done everything else. We've had a reboot. We've had a complete lockup. It might finally die altogether. So the run ends in 25. And the 1 ball is out of commission for Fast Eddie. He shouldn't be going near it. Needed more of the stun in that cue ball there to get to the 3. Now, I mean, you can run the 5 dead weight and just onto the rail and it'll bump the back of the 1 and go in. I don't think you need to slam this, you just need to give it every chance to go in. And the problem there though is look how he's finished. Bolt straight behind the 5, so he's going to be going rails again. So you can go 1 rail into the 3. I don't know what he saw there, because whatever he saw there was never on. I'll get a quick drink. And Fast Eddie's just killed the 1 ball again. So this one, you go to the long rail and bump the 5. You don't go direct to it. Well, he's playing it direct, dead weight. And of course he's not got there and not get anything to a rail, so whatever he did get there, he's just lost. And all the time that he's doing that, Tam is now breathing down his neck, and somebody at some point is going to have to make the move and get the 1 ball in play. But not the right time to do it when the 5 ball's in the kitchen. Now, I don't have any patience for this. I tend to look at the earliest opportunity to get that 1 back in the table, because it's no good to either of you, because you end up messing about here with 2 balls for an hour trying to get the 10 caroms you need. I would actually have a go at it now. I would actually pot that 1 and try and put the cue ball behind the 3. To at least, you know, force my opponent into actually making a shot from that distance and from behind the 3. So that would have been what I would have done there, just to get the 1 ball back in play. Bacon and mushroom sandwiches now for... Alright, so that's what you've had, and now you're going to have the Tunnocks caramel bar... You know, caramel wafers, you mean? No caramel bars. Tunnocks caramel wafers. They're never called caramel bars, they're called Tunnocks caramel wafers. Come on, get the terminology correct here. Same as it's a Tunnocks tea cake, which I've got a box of downstairs, I hasten to add right now, which will have the odd Tunnocks tea cake with a cup of coffee. They go down a treat. And the Tunnocks snowballs are nice as well. The little box of 10 that you get of them. Well, right now I'm having nothing because I had 2 quarter-pounder chicken burgers on rolls when I got home from work. I fired them into the oven, and that's all I've had to eat since I got home. And then it was just getting set for this. Well, you can see that the Jose match is moving at a far more riveting speed than what this one is. And of course that also takes into consideration the fact that, you know, depending on the amount of scratches that players have had, the amount of points they've had and actually lost. Welcome to Run Out Rob. So word of warning, I've already had 2 problems with the PC. Be prepared for a 3rd one. And just be patient, because I will be back, provided the PC doesn't die completely. Well, Tam, having to chase Fast Eddie down, and like I said, Fast Eddie was always going to get sort of locked up trying to figure out the caroms in this game, and that's how it's happened. He's been held up in the caroms, and that's allowed Tam to not only get rid of the deficit, but now get in control here. Not going to make it. No, it isn't. But that's now, well, I was going to say it's actually set up there for Eddie, but it hasn't really. But he's got to get the spin working again. Now, he won't be banking the 3 ball if he plays this right. He'll be sending the 3 ball that way. But he's got to then get the spin going into the 1 and the 5. This is easily workable, but he's not interested. He doesn't see the shot. He's trying to get cute and try crazy stuff. And the obvious shot was, work it with a spin and get into those 2 balls. If the 3 ball goes that way, it's not going to scratch. And in the end, he chose to scratch. Well, that did everything but hit. All around the corner and out the back. Oh, it did get a hit. I missed that. Let's have a look. It must have just scraped the back of the 3 ball. Where the hell did the point come from there? What the hell was it supposed to have hit there? What did I miss there? Oh, did it brush the 5? I'm too busy looking at the 3. I'm thinking, well, it's nowhere near the bloody 3 ball. It was a half an inch away from the 3 ball. But anyway, just a little run of 1, but again, it's 1 closer to the end goal. Now again, you can have a go at a 2-in-1 shot here, but you've got to get the stun and the spin working very quickly to try and get to that 5, and if you don't get that, you might get the 1. Well, he's going opposite directions. The cue ball's heading to a dangerous spot again. I think he's okay though. Right, I think it's about time we sort of nipped in and a quick look and see how stubborn Jose's doing. In fact, got there. He's got there. Little draw. This is looking good now. Again, he's got to play this right. You've got to send that 3 down to the 5. You're going to make the carom, so you've got to get the 3 ball moving here. And that's taking a good line. Now he needs to get it out of the way so he can make it. And he hasn't. Well, once again, this is an easy hit off the 1. Why is he not looking at the 1? Now you've got to get the spin working. You've got to use the rail and get the spin into the back of them. You're going to hit them no problem. See, he hasn't got the spin in the cue ball. I mean, he just hit that plain ball. He never got any left English on it. It's never going to get there without that. Maybe he tried to stun more into the corner to get it to take a line, but it's much easier just using that wee bit of help and spin. So, Fast Eddie's just missing out on obvious shots to, more experienced cowboy players where that you don't even think about it. You just play the shot because you've played it often enough. And he's missed out on a couple of easy caroms because of it. Well, whatever's easiest, going rail first or whatever, but any of those things, eventually you play it long enough, you end up getting a shot that you're more comfortable with, whatever it might be. But nevertheless, he's still in this. He ain't dead and buried in this rat yet. Anything can happen if these balls suddenly gather in a corner somewhere. I don't think that's on off the right hand. I mean, I think you can overcut that. Oh, he's going the other way. Oh, this will work. This is a two-way. Oh, he's caught the knuckle. Did he catch the one? No, he didn't. Well, Tam's going to go round the back of the one. He's going to clip the three and go to the he should be going to the short rail to come into the back of that one. And now, let's have a look. This is dodgy. Yeah, you would. I mean, the best you would have done there would be checking the cue ball up and trying it to hold it aligned to the three. Now, if Eddie can hit the one, bump the five, and go above the five, he might be in business here. Oh, he's not hit it hard enough. I don't think. No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to hit the five and go above it. He's still got another carom coming, but now he's almost killed the five ball in the process. But he's only one behind, so whatever you do, don't lose the points. And don't risk potting the one ball on the side. Now he's got the hit. We're neck and neck. Now, how's your nerve? Now I think you can play the force follow and get to the rail and bump this one, but is he going to be potting that or banking that three ball somewhere? He's trying to go thin. That's very dangerous because you can easily just cut it in, but if you force follow and go at the rail, you can maybe get close and bump the one. He's trying to go direct, I think. No, he is getting to the rail. That's excellent. That's exactly as the commentator said. Okay, he's got nothing to do now to get out. I mean, that's simple. We could be in for a long night here, folks. Because that's very nearly 90 minutes. And Tam's going for a break. So, right, we will jump in because this might be getting to the business end of the rack here with this match with Stubb and Jose. In fact, Stubb, though, is in the caroms. And Jose getting a wee bit desperate there. Although he's not left anything simple for Stubb, and the five ball is pretty much dead for Stubb on that side pocket. Well, that's the beauty of Cowboy, isn't it? I mean, well, Stubb's got the hit. Taking risks, but he's got there. But as I say, you know, as long as you're in the match and you can get to the caroms, if you're in the rack and you get to the caroms, you know, it doesn't matter how good your opponent is. If you can stick two or three together, anything's possible. So I think the both of them are wise to go and, you know, go to the bathroom or go and get a coffee or whatever, because they could be here for a while, those two. That's 90 minutes for two racks, so it's going to drag on for a while. And surprisingly, I think most matches have been, you know, maybe a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. Of course, that's dependent on the scores. It's when you start getting to, you know, two apiece, then it drags on. Just had a downer kebab. doner kebab chips and Chinese curry sauce swilled down with a G&T. Well, Matt has arrived in the room. And Stubbs got the 5 ball in play. He's worked at it. He's eventually got it out of there. And he's got a fairly easy carom to the 1. I think Stubb might be finding his feet here. Just grazed the 3, the 1 ball. Well, that's in dangerous territory if Stubb wants to mess with that. I don't think he's got the legs this time, has he? No, but that was wise not to start risking stuff now. Now it's Jose's turn. I've had a drink and now I've got the hiccups again. Now it's Jose's turn to get his act together here. So at the risk of stating the obvious, the main thing he needs to do is get to 90. Has to get there. And maybe also get a couple of little bonus caroms if he can as well, before he gives up the table. Well, he's now in trouble. He's got a dodgy thin cut in the 3 into that side pocket, and it's well past the side pocket, but he's got there. And he might be sitting pretty well for this 5 to follow here. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, I meant to. Did I say? I did mean. My mind's going. I was going to rant there on something else, but I realised I mentioned it last night. Right, so Jose's done the hard bit. He's got to 90 on a run of 15. And now he's got a problem. Now, yeah, that is wise. That is wise. Not doing something acrobatic, trying to stay at the table. He's just left the table ugly for Stubb and kept his points. And that's a sensible shot that he's played there, because he's forcing Stubb into having to make something rather than setting something up for him. Now Jose, I think, can bump this 1 around and draw to the 5. He hasn't got there though. But again, it's been left very ugly. That's a horrible setup here. But there is a line off the 3 to get to the 5 and bump the 5 into play. That's a shot he'll be playing. Or is it? Well, I think it was. I think the line was far more obvious to go off the 3 to get to the 5. It was certainly the safer shot, because you weren't risking, setting that 1 ball further into the corner pocket or anything like that. Welcome to Matt. Yeah, it's riveting stuff. Well, now Jose can make his move, provided he can come off the edge of that 5 without potting it. I think he can. He's just got to let this cue ball open out to the rail, and it will get there, just like that. You've got to trust your instincts, you know, as to where that cue ball's wanting to run. Watch that side pocket. Now here's another one where the 5 ball's coming back into the table and you're just stunning across to the 3. I mean, you don't have to do anything other than just get that line right. It's not set great, but he can play a draw from the 5 to the 3. He's trying to draw from the 3 to the 5, but is the 3 going to get out of the way? Yeah, well, there you go. That's what happens. Listen to the commentator, Jose. So, that match with Tam and Fast Eddie no doubt will have resumed. And meanwhile, Jose, with that big mistake there, is giving Stubb a gilt-edged chance to get into this match. Now, can he go thin off that 5? I think he can. I mean, this is makeable every day of the week. This is a standard little 2 or 3 railer into the 3. He's going top side. He's got it too thick. Had to get the 5 thinner. And that is a very easy little 2-3 railer carom there to the 3. Big miss there from Stubb. Well, this is a 2-in-1 shot. I'd be taking the risk, you know me. I'd be going for it. And Jose was doing the same thing, but he's not found anything like the line. Now, got to be careful if you're playing 5 to 3 here, because this 5 ball wants to cut to the corner pocket. Now, he might go to the rail first to bump the back end of the 3, which case he then changes the angle doing that. I think that would be the safer shot if he went above the 3 to the rail to try and kick the 3, rather than maybe try to get it direct. Because you've got to worry about the line of the 5 ball. And that's the right shot. So you see Stubb's not that daft. I mean, you see how he changed the line in that shot completely, where it was a lot safer to play it. Now the risky shots start. And he's on 98. And this is a good line as well. That takes him to 99. Now he's got another opportunity off the 5 where he can thin it on the left side. And as long as he plays a sort of dead weight pace, he's not going to scratch. He will, of course, have hit a rail. But he's not interested in it. But he could come down the left side. No, it's to 3. The loser side's the same. Good effort, and he's got there, and he's out. 1 ball sitting plumb to get out, to get the rack on the board. There we go. So, this match now has a long way to go. Stubb now off and running. 1 rack on the board. And we'll head in and see how Tam and Fast Eddie are doing. Because they're now at 1 apiece. And they are neck and neck pretty much in rack number 3. When does this Champions League thing start? 7:45 or something like that. It'll be on YouTube, and I think it'll be on Discovery Plus as well. Well, Fast Eddie on a run of 40 here. Well, this is on the rail. He's got to be careful with the cue ball here. 8 o'clock kickoff. I see there might be trouble down in London. There's various demonstrations going on down there. There might be bother before the start of the match, if there isn't already bother at the moment. Listen to Cobra. Listen to Cobra talking. He doesn't play cowboy any other time during the year. Well, I've got Discovery Plus on my phone, so while these matches are still on, I'll be switching over. I'm watching my live stream at the moment on my phone, but I'm going to switch it over to Discovery Plus when it gets to the start of the Pitba. That's what I'll be doing. Should be. I say should be a good game. I mean, I'm expecting it to be a good game. I mean, it can't be anything near as bad as that Scottish Cup final. That's the worst Scottish Cup final you're ever going to see. Shockingly bad it was. Yeah, Cobra loves cowboy that much. He plays it once a year. Well, or in this case, once every 2 years, because the Cowboy World Championship was 2022. So you've had a long wait before you get back into your favourite game. Well, Tam's visit was short-lived, because I'm after looking at the chat. Fast Eddie's back at the table. The Snooker World Championship should be next. Because, by the way, Cobra, has Albinario not accepted the bloody match time yet? Or is he just going to mess you about until tomorrow? Cribbage is a good game, Coldest Pillow. You'd like cribbage. You've got to pot two balls that add up to 15 points. So there's like, how many cribbages is there? Is there 5 cribbages? And then the 15 ball is the 6th one, or something like that. So you can pot the 8 and the 7. Yeah, it's a good game. Because you've got to be able to manoeuvre the cue ball, get your pattern right. And it involves counting, so Stubb struggles at that type of thing. No, the Honolulu died a death, didn't it? It died a death for a couple of reasons. First of all, not a lot of people ended up being interested in it, and then the tournament bracket thing was broken. So I don't think Honolulu is going to see the light of day again. It's had its chance and it failed. Well, Eddie's putting another little run together here. And a nice little force follow. This is perfect. A little force follow 1 to 5. And the more that the more you get into the racks, we're now into the 3rd rack. You know, Fast Eddie will be seeing that line a lot easier now to play those force follows and stuff. Now, is the two Scots going to get done by the two Americans? That's the question. I mean, Tam's got much more favourable conditions than I'm going to have on Tuesday night at 11 o'clock at night. I seriously think you would bore us to death playing one pocket Cobra, because I think you would take like 2 minutes before you'd play a shot. You'd be studying every possible outcome before you'd make a move. Well, Fast Eddie's doing what you have to do. You know, he had a run, what was it he had? A run of 49 or something, 40 something anyway. And now he's in a run of 33, so this is what you have to do. Oh, no sooner have I said that, the run ends in 33, but, you know, that is applying the pressure to your opponent. And Tam's 40 behind, and the cue ball's gone again. He's letting loose, and that's what happens. And Fast Eddie decides to just let him stew and boil by showing him an action replay of what that was. That's how to annoy your opponent. Well, Fast Eddie, you should be into the caroms during this visit. And you should be annoyed if you aren't. So, stop the cue ball there and pot the 3. That's the rule here, because then you've got, or in fact, come back maybe an inch or two, and you've got a two-way shot, either a carom to the 5 or a carom to the 1. That's a pretty good line where he is right now. Well, you can see him in a final. Go and watch it on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch the 10-ball Virtual World Championship final between him and Vinces. And you see how that finished. That finished in a complete disaster for Stubb. You only need to watch the last 4 or 5 racks in that final. Well, you can tell Tam's lost interest. He's decided to come into the stream. Now, Tam can give us a perfect example of how you win a rack when you're 90 points to 29 behind in a game of Cowboy. Well, Fast Eddie got the double kiss there. So now Tam has to get himself into gear. He's got work to do. Right, so Tam trying to get a recovery going in the rack, and we'll have a quick jump into Jose and Stubb match. Well, Stubb is on a second visit here. Jose sitting on 0, and it's looking right now, if the pattern stays the same, that that match could be going all the way. And Jose was 2-0 in front. Well, first objective, get rid of the deficit. But Jose, and I think he must have played out a turn there. He must have played the wrong shot. Because Stubbs back at the table. Well, it's his shot, but nothing's happening. And he's too busy pissing about in bloody YouTube. In fact, we'll soon solve that bloody problem. Right. Stubbs been timed out for 24 hours, so no more bullshit on that profile. I can do admin via my phone, so that's him taken care of. So now he can focus on what he's here to do rather than bullshitting in the stream. Well, if I was Jose, I'd be giving myself a shakedown here. Because from a comfortable position, Stubbs woke up finding he's finding his feet on this table the more he's playing on it tonight. And Jose is very much under threat now. This is why you can't take your foot off the gas. You've got to stay on it. Right from the starting gun. I don't know that he got there, did he? No, he didn't. And he's left the table pretty ugly for Jose, though. He can't play the force follow, that's too tight, and it's already tight, the thin cut in this 3-ball. The cue ball needs to hold up here because it's going to no man's land. Now this is the sucker scratch shot. Very dangerous shot, this. And the cue ball's actually scratched the other end of the table. No, he's okay, but again, a contribution of 3 is not gonna get there. Let's just settle for that. I think Jose sort of done an Albinario. He's sort of lost his way a wee bit, and he needs to get himself back on focus here. And I think he needs to do it fairly rapidly, or he's going to be chasing down too big a target in this rack. That needs to spin. No. Didn't have anything on it. So, Jose been off the hook again there, only 11 by stub. Well, you roll through in the 5 and take a line from the 3 to the 5 for your next shot. So you don't need to do crazy things with the cue ball, you just need to roll through. Now you see he's trying to get up, that's no good. That's pointless. He's making his life so much more difficult by not thinking there. All he had to do was pot that 3 ball. Pot the 5 ball and just roll through towards the 3 and an easy 3-5 combo. Now he's got work to do again. And that's just not thinking. Okay, he's got that carom, but look at the cue ball, it's running loose. That's not the way to go about it. And far be it from me to give advice, because I do let loose as well, but you know, the obvious shot was staring him in the face there and he totally ignored it. And again, the contribution's not good enough, Jose. You've got to string these. This is 17. It's got to be double that and treble it to get right back into this and make Stubb work for this rack. This is switch yourself on time. It's down to business. Get the job done. Now I think I'd be checking the cue ball up here and nipping this 5 in and just holding the cue ball as best I can. See, that's running loose again. See, it's gone to sort of no man's land again. See, this is no good either. And everything's going to be a struggle to stay at the table when you've not got something that's fairly straightforward. And I wouldn't suggest this is straightforward. So the draw shot gets him back on line, so to speak. So again, the easy one's the 5 and stay in a line where the 5 spots and you can get to the 1. Now where the hell is the 5 spot? There, it's there. So this is simple enough. Just a little force follow. You know, he's either going to pot the 5 or it's going to bump the jaws and be there or thereabouts of the 3. So the 5's gone in. But he's now got no choice. I mean, he could play the thin cut in the 3, and again, if he controls the cue ball, he can be in a decent line for a 5-3 carom unless he goes 3-5 and goes up the table. Didn't want to do that though. He might be doing a draw shot again though. This is the one pocket slim escape route. One pocket slim does an awful lot of this in Cowboy. Oh, he's missed it. Well, that's a better contribution. The run ends on 41. Oh, did you get a 67, Tam? When did you get that? Just now? Well, in that case then, let's go in and see if we can jinx Tam. Where are we? Down here. We're already down on it. That's where we're there. Oh, Tam's got a 5-point lead. Oh, Fast Eddie. He's went behind the 1 and bumped to 3. Jammy git. I don't believe that's what he played. Is that going to have the legs? No, it isn't. Well, you know what I'm doing. No prizes for guessing what I'm doing here. Every day of the week, I'm trying to get to the long rail first though before I bump the 3. That's what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do here with this shot, if I can get my lines to work. I'm going from there, to there, to there, to there. I'm not doing anything like that. I would have made a much better effort than that shot to go for the 3 ball. I wouldn't even have hesitated to play that shot. Well, these matches now have been on for 2 hours. It's exactly 7 PM 1900 hours British summer time. And certainly the way this match is going, we could be here for another 2 hours. Doesn't bear thinking, does it? This looks a good line if it doesn't scratch. I think it's scratching, is it? Nope. That's well done. And the 3 ball is sitting pretty for another one off the 1. You can play a 2-and-1 here off the 1. You probably miss the 5 top side, but you never know. If you get the line wrong, you could end up bumping the 5. Now this, is it going to nick past it? Oh, I don't know whether it got there or not. Nope. Well, that 3 ball's a big tempter every time. For me it is. It's like a moth to a flame, that 3 ball, to me. I'll get any sniff of a 3 railer or a 5 railer or anything, I'm going for it. Now you can bang this 5. You know, the problem is you don't really know where it's ended up. You can play the big draw to the long rail and bump the back of the 3 here, but that's the crazy shot. Not as crazy as that one though. I'm definitely jinxing Tam, and Eddie's breathing down his neck on 96. 5 ball and 1 ball are out the game. Got to play out the kitchen. Oh, double kiss. Well, that worked, and look at where the 5 ball's gone. Although he's maybe not got a good line. Well, this is good because you can just brush the 1. Maybe a wee. I don't know whether you need any left English on it at all, but you can probably bump the back of the 5. I think the line's good. Yeah. Oh, this is very nice. Now, what you've got to think about is you're going to be sending these balls apart, but you don't want to kill the 1 ball. If you get the next carom after it, you want to have the 1 ball in play so you can get out of it. Well, you've got 3 points. Do you want to keep them or do you want to risk? It's a bit like being at the roulette table. Are you prepared to make a move or are you going to stick? And it looks as if Eddie's trying to manufacture something here. Is he going to regret it? Oh, he took a big risk, but he's got away with it. Problem is, he ain't getting out. Because if he's trying to get the jump cue to work, the jump cue's not going to work because it isn't in the tournament. And he's just found that out. But he's going to risk it with the play cue. Yeah, that's the main objective is you've got to hit it because you could lose your points, but he's on the brink. Now Tam has to get wise. This is where you've got to get wise. Now the 1 ball is in the kitchen for a start. He's took the risk to get the first carom. He's got it because that could always set up the outshot off the 1, but he's good to go for the time being. And now again, if it's can he get this and stun this to the 5? He's not getting there. He hasn't got there. Tried to get there with a spin as well, and now Eddie has an outshot that the 1 ball has to get out of the way, and it's touch and go whether it will or it won't. I think you're more than likely going to double hit this if you're trying to force follow through to the corner pocket. He was nowhere near the line. Tam should be good to get to 100. And he should also be getting out here because this is another fairly comfortable outshot off the one. So Tam goes into the lead. That went right down to the wire. So 2-1 to Tam, and we will jump back across and see how things are going with Jose and Stubb. And Jose on 82, Stubb into the caroms, and no sooner have I arrived in the room, I've jinked Jose. Oh no, tell a lie, he was playing a carom. I'll take it all back. He was playing a carom there. Well, this could go anyway, this match. Jose on a run of 19, trying to get to 90. Stubbs just on 91, so anything's possible here. Oh, was that getting to the hole? Oh dear, what a big... Well, I suppose the one thing you could say is he's played a safety there. The one ball's out of the game as far as Stubbs concerned. But on the other hand, it was a bad miss by Jose. And the first thing he needs to do is get that one ball back in play, because it's no good to him sitting there either. Got to watch the side pocket here. Now, I don't know that this was... well, I suppose it's a good tactic now that he's still stuck at 88, because he's going to end up potting it and getting into play. But you don't want that one ball sat there when both of them are at the caroms, because it just drags on and on and on. You've got to be proactive and find a way to get that one ball in play. So Jose, when he gets a chance, shouldn't be playing a carom to start with. He's got to pot that one. Well, he can play a carom because he's got 2 points to work with, but anything can happen, and he doesn't want to leave it there if he can help it. It needs to go. And Stubbs going to find everything hard work working with just these 2 balls. This looks not a bad effort though. That was well played. Oh, that's very unlucky. I think it looked at that ball when it went past it, and then it tried to bump the back of it. Did everything but hit it. Right, Jose. Get the job done and get this one ball in play. Oh, he's hitting that way too thin. I mean, again, the cue ball, well, okay, he's got a shot from the 5 to the 3, but he needs to watch the line the 5's taking. Far better to stay below the 1 ball. Yeah, 5 ball threatened the side pocket. Now, did he get the hit? No, he didn't. And he's still stuck in 89. And Stubbs finding his way around the back of the 5 as well. he's getting annoyed. Now this is very thin. In fact, it's that thin he's missed it. Well, if he can bump the 5 past the side pocket, which he can, he's off and running. And likewise, if he can play the 5 away from that side pocket, he can draw to the short rail and bump the 1. Oh, he's going to the long rail to bump it to the side. That works as well. Well, I still think Stubb went about, not Stubb, Jose went about that the wrong way. He should have gently potted that 1 ball in the bottom left-hand corner when he had the chance and kept the cue ball down here. He would have been in far better shape. than letting it run loose into the middle of the table. And meanwhile, Stubb just gets farther and farther away and closer to taking this match all the way. And this again, this is red rag to a bull to me, this 1 ball to the 3 ball. I'm going for this every day, never blinking. Stubbs playing the dead weight shot to get there. This is nice. Very nice. Now, this is a little... Well, you've got to get this the little stun, because it'll go behind the 5 if you don't, and you'll scratch like that. You know, you have to... That shot there, you have to jab it a wee bit, because you're going to send the 3 down the table, and you want to get the little... You know, the trajectory of that cue ball holding a line. He didn't do anything, he just let it run out, in which case it was always heading behind the 5 doing that. And that's given Jose a lifeline. And finally get this 1 ball in the hole and stay below the 1 ball. Do as you're told, for goodness sake. And he's at it again. He is not thinking. This is no good. I mean, he's totally lost the plot. You've got to stay switched on, and twice he's made the wrong move. He's having to make things really hard work, and he should have been in the kitchen below that 1, and then he'd had a choice of 2 shots to him. And this is not getting there, is it? Is it going to catch it? Yes, it is. But it's hard work for Jose, because he's making it harder work. And he can't do the 3-railer off the 1, because this is a pot, pretty much, that 1 ball. You've got to make sure you're overcutting it, but when you're playing it from down that end of the table and you're not up on top of the 1 ball, it's very easy to pot this, the mistake. He's overcut it, and the line is not quite there, I don't think. Well, it's a run of 2, but it's got him right back in it. He's right on Stubbs' tail. So the match is very finely in the balance here as we head down the finishing straight. Now that's not going to have the leg, Stubb. That ain't getting there at all. He's just a wee bit loath to let it run for fear of scratching. But you know, sometimes you have got to just let that run a wee bit looser so that you're making sure you're actually getting there. Well, there's a thin edge off the right side of this 5. That there, that, something like that, and you might go behind and bump the 3. Something along that line. That's a shot. The other shot, of course, is the overcut on the 1, and then that way, maybe messing with the side pocket. And there's also that way as well, that works. I think he's too close to be able to brush through in the 5. Yeah, I mean, you could actually have a go at a force follow here off that 1, but it's tricky. That's going round the back, is it? Yeah. Well, Jose's now in front. And Stubbs got, well, he's got an edge to the long rail to bump the 5 from the other side. He's going direct, but the danger with that is that you're sending the 5 more towards the pocket. Good evening to Chimpy. Yeah, I would have much rather went to the long rail to bump the 5 from the other side, because when you think about it, if the cue ball finished there or thereabouts, you could be playing the 5 to the 1. See, now he's in trouble, and now both of them are in trouble. That was not the right move. Yes, it's desperation to just get caroms on the board, but you're killing your prospects for getting out. And now somebody has to make the move. Stubb won't be doing it. I can guarantee you 100% Stubb won't be going anywhere near that 5. He's prepared to grind it out for 2 hours if he has to get these caroms. And Jose has to be switched on and get that 5 out of there. 3 ball's almost dead as well. So it's going to become tough for both of them to do anything. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Right, well, cue ball's going to head south almost, and I think it's going to stay up. Now, if I'm Jose, if this is me, I'm rolling that 5 in dead weight and leaving the cue ball down in the pocket. That's what I'm doing. I'm not playing the 3. I've got to get the 5 in play. I've got to get the 5 in play and at least force Stubb into playing a shot to get a carom. And the more you leave that 5 there, the more likely Stubb is at getting caroms on this 1 ball and going further and further away from you. You've got to get that in play when you have the opportunity. And once again, the difference now is that if you were to pot that 5 now, you're leaving Stubb a gettable carom. So now's not the right time to move that 5. He had the opportunity previous visit. And it looks as if Jose's decided he wants to go down the same route as Stubb, so we could be here a while. But going further on into the match, if Stubb or Jose gets to the finishing line, then this area here is very much your safety zone to put that 1 ball if you're trying to play safe, because obviously you're not getting it out in that pocket. So that's something you've got to think about if you're deciding to leave the 5 ball there. Then this is your safety zone. And once again, you can't pot the 5 ball, but the Stubbs set it up for Jose here. And if Jose can manipulate these balls in such a way. Now, has he caught that? Did he catch that there? Yes, he did. Now, they're going to split apart here. And again, he's caught the right side, but he's not went through far enough. So he's got to, well, the one way of doing this and taking a risk is bumping the 1 and sending it down towards this area, and then just keeping your points, provided you don't send the 1 onto the 5 and pot it. But you've got to get the 1 out of the way there, or come up with something really creative to hit to make this carom, or send a cue ball down there. I mean, you know, anything Stubbs going to get here is you're going to have to make, and there's a possibility of that 1 to the rail and onto the 3. You'd need to spin this up quite a bit if you're trying to get to the rail to go to the other rail, but that's perfect. That's very well played by Stubb. And he's got another chance of something similar, 2 rails this time, where that way he's not pushing the 1 into the pocket if he's going to play it the 2 rail way like that. And now we are back all square, 97 apiece. And the 3 ball is in a very dangerous spot. A good effort. Well, Jose's got to bring the 3 in play here. I don't believe he wants to play the 1 to the 3 because that side pocket knuckles too much in the way. Oh, this will take care of the 5 ball. And, well, this could be out for Stubb. Inadvertently, Jose has made the move in error. Is Stubb on that point? Oh, watch the cue ball. Oh dear, look at that. How can a rack turn on one shot? There it is. And Jose, having given Stubb the chance to get out, has now been handed it back to him in a play. And this 5 ball, he's got to play this right. Bring the 5 ball in play. He might have hit that a wee bit too hard, in my opinion. Now again, you can send the 3 around the table and stun to the 1. No. That's no my shot, but he's got it. I presume he played that. Right, he's on 99. Now he can double kiss to the 3. Oh, he hasn't. It sent it right onto the rail. Look at this now. It's now set up for Stubb. Oh, he split them apart. He's on 99. Well, he can overcut the 1 and bump the rail and go that way. He can go thin off the 3 and go 2 rails into the 1. Or he can go 5 to the 1 like that, which is good. And, oh dear. What the hell happened there? He's overcounted. He got the extra carom. That's a disaster. And that's an even bigger disaster. Oh, there's strange things happening here. Stubbs lost the plot in his basic arithmetic. It's all gone pear-shaped. Yeah, he went over the 100. Yeah, that's why I was scratching my head there thinking, what the hell just happened? And he says that's a bug. Jose's just explained to him that he scored 2 caroms when he only needed the 1. Oh dear. Well, the 1 ball's now in a really awkward spot to get out on. And I don't know that Stubb actually has worked out what he actually did wrong there. But he's got... I think he's got he maybe got a force follow here. Can he cheat a wee bit and that still catch the 5? I think he's going up and down. He's cutting the 1 and going up and down into these. And he hasn't got there. He set it up for for Jose. Well, Jose's got the 1 ball in play now. It's at his mercy, and he's going to bump this 5 ball onto the 1, so he better hit this a bit hard. He doesn't want to lock everything up. Now that 1 ball, where's it going? Oh, it might be very nice. He's over. It's game, set and match. Jose with the easy out for a 3-1 victory. You're never missing this in a month of Sundays. Yeah, Stubbs totally confused. He doesn't understand what he did wrong. And of course, Jose's missed it. And what's more, he set everything up for Stubb again. This is unbelievable. And Dwight's ahead of himself in the room, handing out the congratulations. Bet you wish you didn't hit the enter button for that, Dwight. Yeah, he put draw on it. You've just got to play the stun. You know, the stun will do the work for you. And from having the match won, he's given it away. Oh, Dwight's well and truly. That's when you put your foot right into your mouth there. You don't want to do that while you're in the room. Nothing to do with me. So Stubb for the win, to take it all away, sorry. Oh, goodness me. It's done. It's done everything but go in. And there's more bullshit. And look at this. Look at this to get out for Jose. I'm glad we stayed in this room. Right, where did he call? Has he called a pocket yet? Is he playing the draw? Anything can happen here. And he ain't got it. Both of them on a hut now. That, he's got to be out here for 2 apiece. I mean, this is easy. Horse follow. Bump the one out the way and just run into the corner. Well, there we go. Is it getting there? Ah, he's just got the legs. Right, well, there you go, Jose. You can hear another hour. It's 2 apiece, and Jose had the match in his hands. Stubb had it before him, but overscored with the extra carom to blow that visit. And now we're going all the way, a final rack decider. We're 2.5 hours into this match almost. And we'll leave them to it because we're now going to head over and we will see how Tam and Fast Eddie are getting on, because Tam's got the 2-1 lead. Oh, Tam is almost over the finishing line here. He's well into the caroms, 94 to 13. Fast Eddie's blown a gasket by the look of it. Oh, this might have finished pretty good as well. Oh, that's finished very nice. Well, it's about protecting your points again, isn't it? He can overcut the 5 and try and go a couple of rails to hit the 3 if he wants to risk that. He can certainly go 2-3 rails to the 5. This might be going behind it. Oh, a good effort. Well, this will be a big comeback for Fast Eddie to rescue the match here. And that visit is going to end on 5 points, I'm afraid. And this is tricky, this for Tam. He's got to try and thin this if he's going to try and bump the back of the 5. He's not got much room though, at all. I don't like it from that distance. Let me have a look what it looks like from his end. Yeah, you're risking scratching. He's going to try it though. Well, in fact, he's going to try and get it from the bottom end. I think he's just nudged it. And he's not really moved it a great deal. Well, I might get to see the Champions League final yet. Oh, watch the cue ball. So Fast Eddie will do Tam a favour and pot the 5. Get it back onto its spot. Well, he didn't get the bonus carom there, so now he's got to play the carom. Whenever you come to the table in Cowboy, you're really hoping that you've got a two-way shot where you're either, you're potting a ball and you're hopefully being able to make a carom at the same time, because that way your next visit is still an open table. And in theory, you can keep that going for a while if you can continue doing the same thing. Needless to say, it's not easy to do. Well, that's 16 points that Eddie's got there, needs another 50 odd onto it. before he finishes this visit. And it's very possible that he could do that. Now he might have gone funny here, is he? Oh no, he's okay. The only problem is if he's playing the force follow, the 5 ball can end up bumping the cue ball out of the way. They can end up running into one another here, unless the 5 actually will pot. I think the 5 will pot. I think if he goes forward with a wee bit of right and he hits the rail short, he can still bump into the 3. In fact, he's gone direct, he's fine. Sometimes you can put a wee bit of spin on it just in case you think it's going to be short. Yeah, the greedy shots, you're always gonna take a risk. So Tam just sitting like a coiled spring, ready to pounce as and when the chance comes. So Eddie's run goes to 29 and counting. Now he may well be stopping the cue ball there from the 5 to the 3 off the rail, possibly. I wondered when VP Monster was going to chip in with that one. Yeah, I wonder who you're talking about. I wonder you've got to name names. Oh, that's no good. Well, I mean, Eddie's about to take a risk here. He's trying to manufacture some sort of pot here, and this cue ball can end up anywhere. Well, he's made a good effort at it, and at least he's kept his points. But Tam should have game, set, and match here, provided he can make a force follow. I think he's worried about the 5 ball, though. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, he's going to go rail and just slither onto that 3. And he's just feathered it. And he's got the force follow this time. And the 1 ball, as long as it stays in play and he's not hooked behind the 5, this should be good to settle the match. No, one of them's Scottish, the other one's Colombian. I know who he's talking about. One of them, and that I hasten to add, isn't me. One of them's fixated in the 5 ball. The Colombian he's talking about is totally fixated by the 5 ball, even if it's not the best ball to play to leave the simple carom for the next shot. He's always going to play the 5 ball. If it's on the table and there's a hole available for it, he's going to play it instead. Not the right shot. Well, Fast Eddie's back at the table. A long way to go. And has to be thinking about the 1 ball safety now. He must be thinking about that on every shot. If you don't think the carom's a dead set, then you must be putting that 1 ball somewhere that's awkward. You know, send it to the middle of the top rail or the middle of the bottom rail, something like that. At least force Tam into going multi-rails to get out. You've got to always be switched on to that at this stage now. Now, again, he's on a pot, and if he just pots the one ball and goes forward, he's going to have a 5-3. As long as the cue ball comes out, that's not really come out comfortably enough. You want to be thinner on this, where it's easier playing that. Now he's going to have to, this 5 ball, you've got to watch what you're doing here. Well, he's got the pot and he's got the carom and everything's good, but it's always risky when you're playing him at that speed. If he hits that 3 ball half ball, he's scratching every time. So again, the carom is on very much. I mean, this is not difficult, 1 to 5. And 5 to 3 is more of a stunt. See, everything's running loose. And now he's got to make a pot. Nothing's sitting on a plate. Well, the 3 ball's not bad. And he's also got to then think about this pot and where he's leaving the cue ball for the carom to follow. So, you want to give yourself an option, and he's missed the 3. And the worst thing about that is Tam has got a choice of pockets, and all you're doing is just running a line off this 1 ball. You're not doing any English. All you're doing is running a line, and how thick you're hitting that 1. That's all you're doing. And he should be out here. There you go. Game, set and match to Tam. So we have a Scot into round 2. And it's Tam by 3 racks to 1, 101.75 in the end. So well done to Tam. And Fast Eddie's got the fun on the 1 loss side to look forward to. Right, so all that remains now is to get the conclusion. Where are we going? We're going up the way. The conclusion of the match between Stubb and Jose. So let's go in there. And it's neck and neck at the moment. Stubbs just finished a visit at 27. And quick update there. That match that has just finished. Where the hell is it? There's Tam there. Tam now plays Larry in round 2. Well, I don't know if we can withstand the drama that we had in that last rack in this match. But Jose is going to have a good go at trying to get well away from Stubb. So this is where you've got to be, again, totally switched on. And don't miss opportunities. And we saw in that last rack, there's a couple of things that I didn't agree with what Jose was doing, where he's sort of not seeing the safer option, the more likely option, and he's going about it his way. But as long as you get there in the end, that's, and straight away he's made the mistake on the 3 ball. Well, we've now got 2 Scots into round 2, Tam. But but we're good at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. That's what we've always got to live up to. So good luck against Larry. Well, the out ball on the one shot, I'll say that again. The out shot on the one ball, especially if you're making caroms, you've sometimes got to take a risk where you've got to try and get that one ball in a better position, you know. But a lot of the times where the one ball is in general, if it's if it's in the middle of the table near the left or right side pocket, if it's towards any of the four corner pockets, you're usually in reasonable shape. All you have to do is have the cue ball in the table and have a sight on it, and you've played loads of different attempts at out shots on the one ball and knows where's this cue ball going, and Jose's at it again. Blink and you missed the visit. Stub straight back in. Well, the force follows on here. And Stub, let's have a look. I mean, this force follows fine. The only worry is that the 5 ball's going to come back into play before you get to the 1. He's umming and ahhing at it, but that's a shot to play. You're just taking a risk that the 5 ball's going to get in your way. I think he's worried about that. But it's the most obvious shot you're going to play here, unless you start running rails. Now he's trying to get acrobatic. Yeah, you see, that's asking for trouble. He was just worried about the force follow and that 5 ball coming into play before he got to the 1. But that was a shot. You've got to take risks like that. But the other option that he took was acrobatics with the cue ball, and that's asking for even more trouble doing that. So, likewise, Stubbs' visit only got him 3 points, and Jose's got off the hook. I must admit, I like it when I'm forced into playing a 3-rail outshot off the 1 ball. I've done them many a time. They always look nice and pretty when you're looking at down the camera and it's tracking straight into the last corner pocket. And again, the visits are short and sweet at the moment. Nobody's getting it together to try and take this match home. I don't know whether he can actually pot that. Can he? I think he can. I'll have another drink. Well, Jose was looking good at 2-0 up. So he was. And Jose's sort of warmed to the task as a Stubb has warmed to the task as the match has gone on. I mean, you're not gonna suss out Cowboy overnight, but you know, the longer you're at the table and the more you're playing these sort of shots and not scratching like that, the more comfortable you become. So again, for about the third time since we've been joining this rack, Jose's been let off the hook. Now you've got to put something together. You know, he's got a little lead and he could have a decent lead after this visit if he can just, you know, stay in control and above all, think about what the hell you're doing before you move. So he's got open table. And with that shot there, you don't really want to hit the one ball face on because you end up sticking it in the middle diamond and it's dead in the rail. And it might as well be where it is there. So now what you've got to hope to do is have some shot in the not too distant future where you've got a good line and an easy line to play the carom to the one, or you play a carom and somehow you're lucky enough the cue ball rolls down and you can pot the one. But it's no good there where it is right now, because it just again hinders your progression and your ability to string points together here. So once again, he's got a good chance this time. If he pots the 3 and rolls through, now that needed to roll through further. He's looking to play 3 to 5, but if you went further, he had 5 to 1, and he was guaranteed to move the 1. So again, I still think he didn't play that shot right. If that was me, that cue ball would have been through to there. It would have been through to there, and I'm playing the 5 to the 1, and I'm not missing the 1. I'm bringing the 1 into play, and he missed it. He missed an opportunity there, big time, to get that 1 in play. And again, little mistakes like that, little wrong shot choices by Jose, not seeing the opportunity is where he's failing, you know, and that's the difference between winning and losing. You've got to see those little opportunities. That 1 ball still dead in the rail, and now Jose's come to the table and it's set up for him. Now, the one thing, he's completely oblivious to the fact the 1 ball's dead in the rail. You know, that's no good there. Get that in play, and then you stay below it, and you've got a carom from 1 to 5. What else do you have to think about? You must see the obvious. See, now this is good. You know, now you can pot the 5, get yourself in a line from 5 to 1. You know, you've got a choice of what you do here. You just look at the spot. He's decided to draw. I don't know why. He didn't need to. But he's, you know, again, you've got to watch the weight on this as well. And keep the 5 in play if you can, so that you can pot it next. So it seems a lot of hard work to get 8 points, but he's still pulling away from Stubb. Yeah, I mean, even Spud Boy saw the obvious there. Where's this cue ball going? And, you know, it is, you know, I'm not being super critical, but, you know, you've got to make your life easier and you've got to spot the obvious shot to improve the table for yourself. And Jose's missing a few of them. Not just that one. There's been other things that happened earlier on as well where he's just not doing the obvious thing to me. But that instance there with the 1 ball was just to me, just a basic move. Get yourself good in the 5. You can't miss the 1 ball with the carom. But nevertheless, he's got Stubb slashing, you know, Stubb's banging, and the visit's only 1. Okay, he's not left Jose anything really exciting here, but I mean, I'm always playing this, and you know, Jose's doing the right thing this time. He's going to play a line to try and get a bump in the 1 of the 5. That's going below. 2 in 1 shot. He's got the pot, which is most important. I don't know whether he was lucky there or whether he did play the pot. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's always a sort of 2-in-1 shot where you can play the sort of pot half-heartedly and still make sure you're making the carom. We'll let him off the hook with that one. But he's on the brink here of getting really good here and really ramping up the pressure on his opponent. And at 84, if he doesn't finish this visit here into the caroms, then it's a big fail again. And you've also got to watch your arithmetic here as well. Oh dear, that's just incredible. What the hell was he trying to do there with the cue ball? You know, he's missed a straight in one ball into the side pocket there, trying to do some sort of acrobatics with the cue ball again. I don't know what. But he's just letting, you know, he's letting Stubb get a sniff when he shouldn't be getting a sniff. And the one thing you will learn, and you'll certainly learn the hard way if you're up against players like Stubb, if you just keep giving them opportunities, you ain't going to be hanging around long. He's going to get to you and he's going to take you out. So Stubbs 30 points in deficit, needs to get rid of them before the end of this visit. And now he's going to have to play the 2-railer into the back end of that 5 ball. Right, Spud Boy, thanks for your company. He's going round the back. See, he didn't really play that with a great deal of confidence there, Stubb. He's trying to nursemaid the cue ball there. You got to play that and, you know, get it going round the angles. No, they won't be resolved that soon, Spud Boy. It's a case of make do with what I've got for quite a period of time. Oh, far too much spin on it. Far too much spin. He's on 89. And Stubbs, I don't know how many attempts he's going to need to actually get anywhere near 90, but he's having another go. So he's looking for a carom. I think you can force follow the 5 and hit the 3, no problem at all here. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's not seeing the shot. You can force follow the 5. The 5's going out the way, and you can hit that 3 every day of the week. I mean, he's only on 62. It doesn't matter where the 5 ball goes. It could go in a pocket. It wouldn't matter. You can force follow to that 3. So Stubb never saw that shot. And meanwhile, with Stubbs' visit again, I mean, how many visits he had there recently? And again, that was just like 5 points or something. So he's given Jose every opportunity to seal the deal here. Right now, again, this is a feather edge and get the spin working into the back of the 3. Just a wee dink of spin, not whipping it up. Now this is another one where you have to stun it and hopefully miss a double kiss. You can't just nursemaid this again. You've got to give it a little stun. And now this is another setup here. If you miss the knuckle and you brush the edge of the 3, you're sending it over this way near the pocket, and you're coming into the back end of the 5, and you don't scratch. You've got it too thick. Got to get it thinner than that. In fact, I don't think he really hit the 3 at all there. But at least he kept his points. The most important thing in the carom phase, you get a rail and you keep your points. Is Cobra still there? Did he go and is he away getting watch the football or what? Well, I asked him earlier on. Is Albanario was online? He was in the lobby, wasn't he? Or at least he was online. Maybe he came online to accept the proposal. I don't know. Is he still not accepted the time for this match? Where's this going? This looks good. Oh, it's going round the back, is it? Yeah. Oh dear. Still nothing. Right, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm just going to annoy him. I'm going to get a hold of him on Facebook. Right, where is he? Let's see if he's if he gives me any response. We'll wait and see. Well, I think he would have to accept it if Cobra's made him aware that he can't play during the week. And the deadline's June the 5th. Cobra's working to 10 o'clock at night during the week, so that's no good. That's like 11 o'clock Albanaria's time. Right. We are getting down to business here, I think. Stubbs at last chance saloon to get to 90 in this visit, I would say. He's got to get to 90. You haven't told him. Well, no wonder he's... No wonder. I mean, if you'd actually said, look, I can't play... Well, in that case, then he might send you a proposal for Tuesday, 8 o'clock. And then the two of you mess about for another 2 days. And then it gets the deadline date and you've not played. So it might have been wise to actually send him a message saying, look, I can only play Sunday. Right, Jose. Well, he can play a two-way shot here. He risks a scratch, but he can come off the back rail off this 3-ball, try and hit the 5. That's what he's tried to do. He did risk the scratch, and he hasn't. He's left a force follow for Stubb, though. But Stubb's not interested in that line. I mean, that's an easy force follow. He's trying to stun up to the 5. I mean, you can do that. But the easy one was a force follow. But I suppose that's a bonus point he's got, and he's got an open table now. So Jose should be like a coiled spring, ready to pounce as soon as he gets another goal. But Stubb having the umpteenth attempt to try and get to 90 to get in the mix and apply some pressure. This is an important visit. There's a name I've never seen before. Sat guy. Well, Stubbs done what he set out to do. He's got himself to 90 now. The question is he going to keep his points here? Oh, watch the cue ball. He's trying his best to lose them. Well, he should be good for at least another carom. And now he's going to have to work, and he's going to either have to play a sort of safety shot, or he's going to have to be really start getting brave and letting loose here. He's trying to go thin on the one ball, and he's missed it, and that's a disaster. He was trying to go thin to go to the rail to bump the 5, and he's made the ultimate mistake there. He's done all the hard work to get to the caroms, and he's blown it. And that's a big, big mistake. You know, thought Stubbs' eyes were a lot better than that. And Albinario, why am I saying Albinario? Because Albinario's in my mind there that I've just been messaged him. Jose, good chance to get out, but he's missed it in the way up and he's missed it in the way back. And here we go again, back to square one. And this match is now, well, it's 3 hours old, this match. And it could all been over an hour ago. Dicing with death again, Stubb. Well, I'm going 2 in 1 shot every day of the week here off this one ball. I mean, if I'm missing the 5, I'm bumping the 3 and I'm risking a scratch. Stubbs trying to spin, and in goes the 3. And that'll take him to 88, is it? 89 with the carom. And he's lucky he can see the 1 ball. Or can he? Oh, he can't. He can't get to it. It's a disaster. I think he can see an edge, but I don't think he can pot it. And he's got no jump stick. He might be trying to jump over the edge, but he's got to hit it, or he'll lose all his points again. That looks tight, very tight. And he's running out of extensions. He's got none left. Well, he's potted it. Now he doesn't want to hit the carom. And that was a good shot. Well, he can't hang about anymore because he's got no extensions left. Who is it you were meant to play? Remind me who it was, because I'm pretty certain when I did my little preview thing, I probably said this guy won't show. Am I going to have to go and look at the bracket and find out who it is you're supposed to be playing? Or are you going to tell me? Oh, you're your master. He plays a lot of snooker, him. You should be able to grab a hold of him in the lobby. You should be able to grab a hold of that guy. He's on pretty regularly and played snooker. You get a hold of him, no problem. Uh-oh. Well, Stubb on a run of 20, and he's lost his neighbour's connection. And that Coldest Pillow actually jinxed that there because he said he quits all the time, but Stubb heard that and bailed out just as soon as he heard quits. No, he doesn't lose his points. The server saves where he is. Oh dear, watch the cue ball. He's about to lose them. Bye-bye. That is so unlucky. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Oh dear. He hit that before, and right, so Stubbs obviously having to replay the shot, and then he scratches. He hit it on his end okay, and then when he had to play it again, he's a bit annoyed now. He's pretty annoyed now. Oh, that language is appalling. We need a moderator in here. I need another drink. Oh, God. I'll tell you, it's entertaining. Well, Jose's trying acrobatics. Took a big risk in the bank. Look at where the bloody one ball is. Well, the one ball set up for the match. If Jose can find a couple of caroms. Now, that 5 ball very close to bumping the 3 playing this. Oh, and he's scratched. Oh dear. And Stubb gets another lifeline. And he's still going to try to get to 90. Look at the enjoyment Cobra's getting from Stubbs' disasters. At least I'm being impartial. I'm laughing at both of them. I laughed at Jose scratching in the side pocket there. Not quite as much as I laughed at Stubb scratching, but I enjoyed both of them. And Stubbs off in a good rant, so he is. Oh dear. And he's still not at 90 again. His visit ends in 5. And here we go. What can Jose do now to lose his points? Well, he overcuts the 3, he thins the cue ball to the back rail, side rail, and bumps the 5. That's a shot, but he's not getting there. Didn't get it thin enough. Game never saved my shot. No, the game didn't save it. The server only saves it from when it recognises you're disconnected, you numpty. He's done that often enough to know that. So here's Stubbs' 4th or 5th attempt to get to 90 again. And Jose's at a snail's pace to get over the line. And this could all go very ugly if this keeps up. Put it this way, if you're a Jose fan, your nails should be down to the quick by now. The way he's doing this. Well, Stubbs trying to be far too delicate. I mean, if he got the line right on that, he wasn't going to scratch. That needs to spin. It's got no spin on it at all, so it's never going to get there. So that takes him to 85. And now he can go to the bottom rail and kick the back of the 1. That looks a good line. That'll take him to 86. Pot the 3 for 89, and then he's got a carom from the 5 to the 1. But this has got to be done. Let me have a look. Right, is he actually potting the one here? He's out of order here. He's out of order. He's lost track. He's on a carom. Another big fail from Stubb, and he's going to blame the game. And he doesn't realise he's an umpty. And look what he's done. He's set the 1-5 up for Jose, and Stubb's scratching his head, and he doesn't know what's happened. He's actually out of sequence, and he potted the one. He says it's the game's fault. We've got it all in video evidence here. He can't deny it. He's potted the one thinking he was on a pot, and he was on a carom. So again, he's making the other numpty errors that you do when you're brand new to cowboy or you don't play it often. You forget what you forget you forget what sequence you're on. What a time to do it, because Jose for the match. And again, he's never missing this, because this one ball's well out the way. And he's going straight into the pocket. No, he isn't. He's caught the jaw. Would you believe it? Here we go again, folks. Oh dear. I mean that couldn't be simpler, that outshot there on that one ball. And all it does is prolong the agony for everybody, both in the game as well as all the viewers. And, well, got to overcut the 3 and try and bump that 5. But he's aiming for the 1 instead. And the 5 ball is dead in the rail. It's no good there. And, now see this one, look at where the 1 ball's sitting. The 1 ball's sitting great for an outshot. Now Stubb needs to protect that, because he's going to struggle to get a carom here. And he's going to leave a wide open 1 ball for Jose to get out. Now, if he's sensible, he would bump that one and try and send it up, maybe up table onto a rail, or bump it back onto the short rail and run up table or something. But he can't leave it there. If he tries to get a carom and doesn't play off the 1 ball and doesn't get it safe, he's trying to run it, but he hasn't got the 1 ball to the rail. This has left a big stun in for Jose. This is just a big stun into the pocket off this 1 ball. And this is where the inexperience of cowboy players, well, he didn't get into it enough. Didn't stun it enough, Jose. But Stubbs still got to be aware of that. Again, he's still in a situation here which is no good. But he's got a better chance of sending this 1 ball up on top of the 3 ball or something like that. Got to get the pace right. Now again, that's too short. He's not got it. Has he got extensions again? Well, maybe that was because of the disconnection from the server or whatever. He was down to 0 the last time I looked. Well, that's another big fail from Jose. I mean, these 2 outshots that he's had, well, 2 out of the 3 were not difficult, and he's missed both. We'll give him the second one has not been quite as simple. Yeah, he's back to 3. He's back to 3 bloody. What do you call them? 3 extensions. How the hell do I watch this 5 ball? Well, it's now. I mean, how many times do you want this set up for you, Jose? Look at this. A blind man with a wooden arm, 1 leg, could pot this and get out every day of the week. This for the match. There we go, at last. So Jose, after 3 hours and 15 minutes, has finally got the job done. And it's a narrow win for Jose. What was looking comfortable ends up being a 3-2 win. So let's have a quick look before my PC goes tits up again. we'll do a quick refresh. We'll just run from top to bottom and get an update here, folks, before we go. We've got Rodney Uplonka, or Uplonka Rodney, whatever the hell he is. A comfortable 3-0 win he had against Sergaresh. He also had a comfortable 3-0 win against Woody, so he's through to round 3. We've got Cobra and Jose lined up, and you know, that's not good enough, Jose. You've got to be scoring better and playing better than that to beat Cobra. You've got Interchange X and myself on Tuesday night. Poolaholic and LS3, Bankster and Poolaholic, they never got going, and Bankster ended up being the one forfeiting, and Bankster's been in the lobby the last 2 days as far as I've seen. So LS3 appears in the tournament in round 2 to play Poolaholic. One Pocket Slim comfortably beat Linus 3 racks to 0. We've got Larry now lined up with Tam in round 2. We've got Casino Jim, who got the bye, obviously probably going to be playing Monster in round 2. And finally we've got Coldest Pillow, who is through to round 3. So that is it as far as the bracket goes. If we go and have a look at, let me do this, hang on. The 9-ball Virtual World Championships, still nothing. So that is it. We're waiting on the final getting arranged there. I will be on my day off on Tuesday, or my days off on Tuesday. I'll be going to bed this time, and I'll be getting up for the start of my match on Tuesday night. So that's it, folks. Well done to the winners. Well done to Tam. Just checked the video. He got 4 extensions back after the disconnect. That's bloody weird. But you know, that's obviously something to do with the server, but that's very generous. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm away to watch the football. Take care. Apologies for the restarts in the PC, but that's going to happen for the foreseeable future, I'm afraid, until the computer completely dies. I'll just have to bear with it. Right, good night. See you soon.